Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
How do you say
Hello.
your
I'm
name?
sorry. A little bad connection. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How do you say your name?
Okay. My name is Manuel from Brazil.
Manuel from Brazil. I'm Caitlin from
Hmm.
the US.
Wow.
Nice to
What's
meet you.
what's your name, please? Your name, Kathleen? Kathleen?
Yeah, or Catalina.
All right. And you first start, I guess, has a lot of Brazilian students on Cambly, right? You?
Like, no, maybe one or two. I have a lot from Saudi Arabia, a lot from Japan, China.
Wow. Brazil, it's few number.
Yeah, like maybe two or three.
Wow, really?
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah. I'm trying to speak clearly for you understand my pronunciation. Like, because it's my process to learn English. For me, it's amazing.
I like
Yeah.
people who want to learn. I think the people I meet on Cambly are really special people because they want to grow and learn and become the best version of themselves, and always be better, and I like people like that. There's so many people, in this day and age, they don't want to learn, they don't want to grow, they don't want to challenge themselves. They want everything easy.
Yeah. Caitlin, there is why I'm here because I intend to become English teacher in the future in Brazil, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Can you hear
That's
me?
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you want to teach like in the schools or what?
No, now I am studying in university, but
Hmm.
when I finish my course in university, when I finish my graduate and my degrees, I intend to become English teacher in Brazil at school or my own course in English, of course. You got it?
Yeah, I think that's cool. I was listening to you
Yeah.
because you were
There is
talking.
a why. Yeah. There is a why I choose on Cambly for practice my English speaking. I guess for me it's a great way for improve.
Yeah, it is, and it's cool. You can talk with people from all over the world.
Yeah. Tell me about it and the process to learn grammar. For you, it's more easy for you. Oh, sorry. For me, it's great for me to read books. You pay
Hmm.
attention in the phrase, in sentence. It's a good idea.
Reading is good. Yes,
Yeah.
reading is really good. It's
Tell
good to
me.
read with somebody who knows the language because they can help you if you pronounce something wrong. Because if you're by yourself, you don't know if you say it wrong, and you're not going to learn. You're going to keep doing it wrong. But if you have somebody there
Yeah.
with you, they can tell you this is what the word means. Here's how you say it, and then you get used to saying the words and hearing the words and seeing the words all at the same time. And so you're activating all five senses, and that's literally the best way to learn is to see it, to hear it, and to speak it.
Okay. I like. Sorry. I like old school book. Old school.
Yeah.
And I would like to show you one book when I read now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not here. This book is another place. But do you know Atomic Habits? James Clear, Atomic Habits.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. Do another book. Do you know 48 Laws of Power? It's a very special book.
48
48
Laws of
Laws.
Power?
48
No.
Laws of the Power. Robert Greene. Do you
I'll
know?
have to go look that book up. I will add it to my audiobooks.
Best-selling book. It's very good. I recommend for you.
Okay. I'm gonna write it down. I like listening to audiobooks and like self-help books.
Do you like more? Oh, you like an audiobook instead of
Yeah, because
an old
I can
school?
drive and listen. And I drive a lot, so I could drive and listen to a book on my way to work. I can listen to it on my way home. And I have a baby, so I can't sit and read a book. He's gonna take it and rip it and throw it and climb on me. I can't do that. So yeah.
What kind of book? What kind of book do you like to read?
Similar to you, I like self-help books. So well, I like Michael Crichton. Those are fantasies. Malcolm Gladwell. He writes a lot about psychology. Those are
Hmm.
very interesting to me. I highly recommend Malcolm Gladwell. Let's see, what do I have in my
Michael,
library?
can you type for me,
I'll type
please?
it. Yeah, Malcolm Gladwell.
Malcolm Michael McDonald.
Gladwell. Blink. That's one of the books. He writes
Oh,
about
okay.
like when you first meet somebody, within the first 2 minutes, what you think about them is actually more correct than
Okay.
after you get to know them for a longer period of time.
Mm,
It's weird. So,
okay.
like, when you first met me within the first 2 minutes, whatever judgment you made about me is more correct than if you get to know me more, because once you get to know somebody, the good and the bad, you have emotions attached. So,
Wow.
maybe we get to know each other really well, whatever, just hypothetically, and you tell me that you killed somebody. Well, if I'm your friend and I think well of you, I'm not going to think you're a bad person. I'm going to say, "Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault. They deserve to be killed." By
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
who doesn't know you, if you tell a stranger, like, "Hey, I just killed somebody," they're going to go call the police, say, "This is a bad guy. He's a murderer. Put him in jail." And so it's just very interesting. And it's like the same with doctors. So if you know your doctor really well and he makes a mistake somewhere on your body, because you're friends with him, you're not going to report him to the doctor's bureau that he messed up, right? But if you, let's say that there's a perfect doctor, never makes mistakes, and one time he makes a mistake and it's on a patient he doesn't have a relationship with, the patient is going to have a higher chance of reporting him. So if you've been reported a lot as a doctor, it might not mean that you're a bad doctor. It could just mean that you don't build a relationship with your clients. And if you build a good relationship and you make a mistake, they're not going to report you, even if you're a really bad
You,
doctor.
hello?
So there are some really good doctors who they're not friendly, they're not nice, whatever, and they get reported more. It's just very interesting. It's like all about psychology. And he also talks about it's actually not in human nature to know if somebody's lying, because
Yeah.
you need to be able to trust people.
Do,
Like when
do
you
you
go
like
to the doctor,
do you like psychology? Do you like psychology?
yes, yeah,
Oh,
not
good.
enough to study it, but I like listening to the books and understanding how people work. It's just cool
Okay.
because a lot of people will tell you, "I was in the CIA, I was in the FBI, whatever." I can tell if you're lying. And Malcolm Gladwell, he brings up all the studies and statistics.
Do do you like mystery?
A little bit. When I was younger, I read a lot of Nancy Drew books.
Do you watch CSI?
Not really. I
Not
have,
really.
but I'm not like, I don't watch that much.
Okay, cool. Tell me, what kind of, sorry, what the tip for me improve my English? You you give me, sorry.
I would learn 5 words at a time. So
Mhm.
pick 5 words and do a bunch of exercises with them for 1 hour and do that for the
Mhm.
whole week. And then the next week, try to learn 5 more. Because if you try to learn too much at the same time, you're not going to remember. Like if you give me a list of 64 words and tell me to teach them to you, you're going to forget them tomorrow. But,
I like
let's say you
to,
come up,
uh, yeah, I like so much
yeah, so,
watching you listen TED Talks. Do you know TED Talks?
mhm, of course.
I like I like a lot to watch it because has a lot of topics different. For example, I like mental health. I like about it, climate change. Listen about ways for to be improve my knowledge. I live in a small place, small town. Is very delayed, right? English
Hmm.
opened my mind for a lot of things. When I begin to learn English, I feel better because my knowledge improve. It's
Right.
a little challenging for me because I'm sorry, no one here for talk with me. Sometimes I just listen a lot English music, move, podcast. For speaking, it's hard. There is a why on Cambly I help me a lot. It's only experience in my life speaking English. Yeah. In my country, it's a standard level English in Brazil. It's so bad. 8 years, it's so bad. I'm proud
Hmm.
myself, Kathleen, because I speak a little bit English. I'm so proud myself. Yeah,
I'm proud of you too.
yeah.
It's amazing to meet people who want to learn anything, whether it's English, Arabic, science, whatever. You know, so many people they're born and they just live life like this, you
Hmm.
know. And I like to live life like this.
Yeah,
Even
wow.
if it's like this too, it's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
in the end I've learned more. I've grown as a person. I've challenged myself, and it's just nice to meet people who want to challenge themselves and learn, because you could have lived in Brazil your whole life and never learned any English and never traveled anywhere, and you'd still be
Yeah.
fine, but you made the
Do you
decision to learn English.
do you remember when you speak Brazilian, which state they live in?
No. I
Oh,
think one guy said he lives in the capital. He said it's very safe there.
São Paulo, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Number one, my country, São Paulo, is so big, huge capital. A lot of people. It's yeah.
He was a young guy. He was in college, and he told me that if you drive, like, there are certain neighborhoods you don't go in, certain streets you don't go to. He said you could be sitting at the stoplight, and some gangs, they'll see your lights and come and kill you and take your car. You can't drive alone on long streets. You can't go in certain neighborhoods, he said.
Yeah. Kathleen, my profession, I'm a barber, haircut
Hmm.
for me, right? And some years ago, I saved a little money for to travel to visit the island, but COVID-19 it's destroyed my dreams. I guess a lot of dreams. COVID-19 destroyed it, right?
Hmm.
Tell me if I have a possibility for me now to travel to walk on the street and my English communication, it's okay.
Yeah,
Another person, another person understand me.
of course. I understand you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Kathleen is looks like an amazing person. I have some question for you, okay? No problem.
Okay, okay.
Do you like to listen to music? Simple question.
Of course.
Tell me